And so this one is also in ABA form with coda. And I was actually thinking that tonight Murray Pariah was going to be playing the same one, but it's a different opus number, so I mixed that up. Darn. But yeah, this is the Chopin. It's this is Opus 9, number 1. Opus 9, number 2 is a very famous one. This one's a little bit lesser known, but it's also very beautiful, very melodic, and so enjoy.
Oh, yeah. Talk about how it's less, I think.
My dad thinks it is true that a lot of Chopin is extremely technical and challenging for pianists, and this is because Chopin was a very good pianist. He was able to write stuff that would be extremely challenging, but not too challenging, like not impossible, because he knew the piano so well. And I, for example, the Fantasy Impromptu, which I played a couple years ago, is extremely technical. This one's not as technical, but it's very beautiful, and it's more focused on emoting through the piece and the beautiful melodies. So a lot of Chopin's very technical, a lot of it's also very beautiful. A lot of it's technical and beautiful. This one is definitely more beautiful. Thank you. So the final piece of the program is Gershwin's first piano prelude. Gershwin's famous because Gershwin is truly American. Gershwin is one of the only. There are many American composers, but he's definitely one of the most famous, along with Copland, and he was around during the Roaring '20s, and he was part of that jazz age, and his music is is very reflective of that, in that it's a lot freer and jazzier, and it definitely combines the classical style with the jazz style in a way that very few people ever did. For example, when he wrote his most famous composition, Rhapsody in Blue, he was commissioned to write it, and then he kind of forgot about the project. And it wasn't until he saw an advertisement in the newspaper for an upcoming concert with a new Gershwin composition that he remembered that he was supposed to be writing this piece. So he quickly wrote it, and he didn't have time to finish it, so he improvised one of the sections, and kind of had to nod at the conductor so the conductor would know when he was done. And so it was. And that was fine for him, because that was how his music sounded, and that was how it worked, and you could do that. You could never possibly try to improvise anything Bach wrote. It's far too complex and methodical to get a sound similar to that. So you'll hear that in Gershwin, how I'll probably miss a lot of notes, but it doesn't really matter that much because it's more about the energy and the feel and the sound you get out of it. So if you enjoy the final piece, thank you so much for coming, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Everyone for coming. I think there's lots of treats in the back.
Thanks, Mayan, for the hard work to put this music together to play for us.
Thank you, Mayan.
Thank you very much.
Mayan, how many times do you have to play something before you can play it without the music?
Depends. I mean, some things are easier than others, but I wouldn't say number of times, but usually once I can play through it, like getting all the notes right for the most part, usually like a week.